Bozo, welcome to Indigenous Film and Filmmakers. It's going to be a little strange, I know, doing this virtually, but I think that it's well worth doing. It's something that's going to be a lot of fun and enlightening, and we're going to be looking at how Indigenous people have been viewed in film since the cinema or the silent era of cinema. And for the first film, which I have on the program here, I have a link to it. It's very short. It's a very early film, and it may be one of the first films ever created. And all around the world, when they showed this movie, this film, people were afraid. They saw this train coming at them on a big screen, and it frightened them. And I was told a story about when this film was traveling around at the turn of the century, late 1800s, early 1900s. They invited they set up a tent down in Kashina Park, and they invited people to come, and they had chairs set up, and all of the Menominees that lived around the fort, here in Kashina, they got, they accepted the Catholic Church. They were given, front row seating and, seats to sit on, and the ones that were still pagan, the ones that didn't follow the church, they were also invited, and they had places to sit in the back on the ground. And when this train started pulling into the station, when they saw it on the screen, a lot of people got afraid and cut the tent open in the back and got out of there. And I always think about that, like what that would have been like, seeing a moving picture for the first time for our people. And I always like to start out my class with this movie and that story, because it's important for us to remember. We've kind of grown up in a way that that we're used to seeing film and seeing those stories delivered to us in that way. And it's not very different from the stories that we used to tell, our traditional stories. So use your imagination. Think about what it was like for Menominee people to see a movie for the very first time, and look at this film and see it for not just a silent film that's just kind of, it's really not, to us today, wouldn't be much at all. It's just like, oh, a train coming into a station, oh well. But to the people who lived back then, and not just Menominee people, is like, this was on par with magic. This is something that was different, and I really hope you enjoy it. It's going to be short. I just want you guys to think about it. Picture yourself back then. Think about what one of your ancestors might have thought seeing this film for the very first time. Now, all right, Bozo.